Imagine going to a job interview for one of the most powerful positions in the country, a job from which it's almost impossible to be fired, and not having the answers to some basic questions.
Well, that is exactly what happened Wednesday on Capitol Hill. Take a look.
Have you ever tried a jury trial?
I have not.
Civil?
No.
Criminal?
No.
Bench?
No.
State or federal court?
I have not.
Just for the record, do you know what a motion in limine is?
I would probably not be able to give you a good definition right here at the table.
Do you know what the Younger abstention doctrine is?
I've heard of it, but again.
How about the Pullman abstention doctrine?
I heard.
You'll all see that a lot in federal court. Okay.
Okay.
Right. That was Matthew Peterson, one of President Trump's nominees for a seat on the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia, struggling to answer questions from a Republican during his appearance before the Senate Judiciary Committee. This came a day after the committee's chairman, Republican Chuck Grassley, said two of the president's nominees would not be confirmed to the federal bench amid questions about their qualifications.
Joining us now is MSNBC Justice and Security Analyst, former Chief Spokesman for the Justice Department, Matt Miller. Now, Matt, in fairness, we don't often cover the appointment and hearings of district court judges, federal court judges. Some people do. How unusual is this, that two of these nominees won't get approved, and this one nominee couldn't answer what Republican senators thought were basic questions?
So I'll take the first question first. In terms of federal judges, judicial nominees withdrawing, it's something that's rare, but it does happen. It happened at times in the Obama administration. It happened at times in previous administrations. But these are the first two nominees to have withdrawn under the Trump administration. And I think two things. One, it's a sign that in both cases they were grossly unqualified and had said offensive things. In one case, one of the nominees had blogged in defense of the KKK. I mean, the kind of thing that it's hard to make up. And it shows a little bit of pushback from the Republicans saying that there is going to be some bare minimum standard. But at the same time, they've done that. You know, earlier this week, a federal appellate court nominee passed the Senate, was confirmed, who was rated unqualified by the American Bar Association. So they're not stopping all the unqualified nominees. And I think what you saw in that hearing yesterday was another nominee who, while he did pass the ABA's, bare minimum standard, under questioning, and not harsh questioning, pretty gentle, basic factual questioning from a Republican senator, showed that he really has no place on the federal bench. Let's
talk about why this is important, because the president has had 12 circuit court judges approved. That's the most of any president in his first year. So if you think about the president's success, you've got a record number of judges. You've got Neil Gorsuch to the Supreme Court. So if you take President Trump, part of his base, the evangelical Christians who care very much about things like school prayer, pro-life, gay marriage, these are lifetime appointments. So does the kind of success or the track record, the speed in which the president has gotten these people their seats, is this a huge win for them?
It absolutely is, and it's not just a win for him, it's a win for the entire Republican Party. This isn't a project that just started with Donald Trump, and let's be honest, I doubt very much that this is the kind of thing that Trump actually cares about. It's hard to see him, that he thinks much about judicial philosophy, knowing what we know. Knowing what we know about him.
He doesn't, but President Trump loves to have support, and for evangelical family values voters to have supported President Trump, win, lose, or draw, through the Access Hollywood tape and everything else, many of us have scratched our heads saying, this is morally reprehensible behavior. Why are you okay with it?
Yeah, this is the devil's bargain they made, and this started before he was elected. Look, the reason he's had so many judicial nominees to send up is because Mitch McConnell and Republican senators, the last 2 years of the Obama administration, basically stopped confirming judges. There were a few confirmed, but most famously, they wouldn't let Merrick Garland through, and that happened, in the appellate courts and also at the district court level. So he came into office with double the vacancies that President Obama had when he entered office. So the Republicans made sure that there were vacancies for him to fill, and now they're rushing them through, threatening even to suspend the blue slip process, which is a process that allows home state senators to slow down and eventually block nominees that they disagree with.